welcome to New Jump City, everybody, where we recap the week in American and Japanese sequential art. I am your host, Christian, the unbiased kid. And joining me through StreamYards, it is the man, the myth, the legend, the tank top sage. It's Joshua Gangsta Time Code.
Well, it's called Partner, but it should be called Gangsta Time.
I ain't here to drop, but what's good, Chris? And what up, everybody listening?
Hey. Also joining us is our producer, Edgelord. The big news, Brian.
Sup, nerds?
Hey, we're back. Bigger than ever, I guess. It is episode 359. Very excited to be here. We got a big show today, so let's not waste any time. Let's get right into it. I do want to do an update of my tier list. Some things being moved around. It's been a while since I talked about it. So let's get into it. We have one series in probation because at the time, last time I actually talked about my tier list, Cannon Master was a relatively new series. And it's still fairly new. It's about to hit like double digits in chapters. So very excited for it. Cannon Master is very interesting. I like it. I think you could break through. I think still maybe a little early. So I'm gonna move it out of probation. And I'm gonna put it maybe at the top of my D tier for now. But it's very, very good. Well, not very, very good, but it's good. It's a good series. The art is really crazy, actually. That's like kind of the standout feature about it. But I recommend it so far. It might crack into the C rank at some point. The Class 2B Destroyers is kind of staying where it is. It just really kind of isn't my thing. I found it entertaining at points, but yeah, it's just like a little too wordy at times. I think it's okay. I'm not like really hooked on the characters at all. But it's okay. Class 2B Destroyers. Drawn to the Fire. I still haven't like hooked yet. One thing I appreciate about it is that I feel like it's a really legit basketball manga. It really focuses on, the positions and the actual style of play. It's not like, it's no Kuroko's Basket. It's not as exaggerated. There's obvious stylistic choices. I sent the guys a screenshot of one not too long ago. But it is fairly realistic for a basketball manga. Nobody's like doing anything that crazy as far as like basketball is concerned. I feel like it knows the sports very well. I'm just like not super attached to the characters. And I feel like the series has been moving at like kind of a turbo pace ever since it started. I think they're already in like the tournament stage, and I think it's only like maybe 20 chapters or so in. I don't know how far it's gone. But yeah, that is Drawn to the Fire. It remains in D. Hal Formula, I think, has a lot of potential. It's very interesting. It's a Formula One show. It's like a series. It's about like racing, which is very unique. The art is incredible. I'll say that. And the way it breaks down like how, these Formula One cars work, it's really cool. I'm enjoying it quite a bit. I guess of this class, I think these three series came in at the same time, but I do enjoy Hal Formula the most. So I think it might crack the C tier here. I think it deserves to be right there. Right underneath Roboco, it could easily climb that. So yeah, that's where the D tier lives. C me and Roboco staying there. I feel good about Anima Sense, or whatever the hell it's called, Animal Signal. I am enjoying it. I think it's very fun. It's charming. It's the art is very cool, and it's very funny. So I think I can move it probably above Kanato's Magic and leave it right there, or maybe even above Underdoctor for reasons I'll explain. New Ways Exorcist is staying where it is. It just hasn't really grabbed me very much. I'm considering actually topping D tier with it, but I have to think about it. Kanato's Magic, I enjoy. It's a really good read. I think it's going to get canceled in the next round because it has been bottoming out a lot. I think it's really only been saved by the grace of a couple series ending. in recent times, so it's gotten a little bit of a grace period, but it really hasn't improved its standing, and it might get canceled. So I don't want to put too much hope in it, but I think it's a solid series. But what are you gonna do? Under Doctor, I'm a little behind on this one, and that's why I'm like leaving it where it is. It's also ranking kind of low, which is kind of surprising. I always felt like it was gonna be like kind of a breakout hit, but I think it'll stick around for longer than Kanado's Magic, actually. But I don't have a whole lot of hope for it sticking around. Someone Hurts. It's a lovely little series. I think if you like a little like cute little slice of life romance, it's nice. It's very chill, easy read. Very like pun humor. It's about like kids submitting jokes to a radio show and competing with each other in that sense. So sometimes the jokes get lost on me, and that's kind of the only reason that it kind of keeps in C. But yeah, there's that. Roku's House of Oddities. I'm good to say that this might actually top my C tier list. I really love the characters in this series. I think it's slowly like climbing its way to B. Out of all the newer series that have come in the last year, I feel like Roku has the most potential to crack like B or maybe even A. So yeah, very recommended for me. Ichi the Witch. I might move this up to the top of my B tier list. I think it's really grown on me. I'm really enjoying the characters in the world, and picking it up in the podcast has really like made me appreciate it a little bit more. So I'm good with Ichi the Witch remaining at B. Shinobi Undercover and Ultimate Exorcist Kyoshi. Man, these guys duel every week for like their standings because I feel like they're about equal. But I might put Shinobi Undercover a little bit above Ultimate Exorcist Kyoshi, just because I think the world is more interesting. It's a little more serious of a story. And I really like the artwork a lot. But again, not a real knock on Ultimate Exorcist Kyoshi. It's just these two are going to be going at it for a while. The A and the S tiers are going to pretty much stay the same. I'm not going to waste too much time on them because most of them are on the show. Akane Banashi is the only one that of the A's that are not on the show. So, very solid, obviously. One thing I want to note about Akane Banashi is that there has been a time skip, and ever since then, the art has like changed in some way where like it just looks a little more mature. It's almost like a transition from like a shonen series to like a seinen almost, where the characters are more defined and they're more adult, and it's really cool to see. The art is incredible for this series as the series goes on. So if you haven't read Akane Banashi yet, please do. It's so good. But yeah, that's it. There hasn't been any new series for a while, so the probation is empty. And this is where my tier list stands at the moment. Do you guys have any questions? Anything you want to comment besides HunterXHunter not being on there?
So I will say this. I will request if we can put HunterXHunter on the pinned images.
Okay, I'll have it on next week.
So that even if it is never consistent, it'll always be there.
Okay.
Or do you think that that's cruel?
I can do that.
To like constantly be reminded that it's not around.
Again, I'm consistent across the board because Ruri Dragon is here. I can put HunterXHunter on here.
You know what? Throw HunterXHunter there, and when it goes back to deep hiatus, you can remove it from the pin. How about that?
I don't mind having it in the pinned images, but like I don't know.
Can you guys are eking out hiatus S tier
for series exclusively in hiatus, where only HunterXHunter and Ruri Dragon will live.
No, Ruri Dragon would not be there.
No, I guess I'd make a separate hiatus tier for all of the series that are on hiatus right now that I read.
No, just hiatus S.
Yeah. You guys are wearing me out. I might just put HunterXHunter on the S tier.
No, that's okay. You don't have to.
No,
do
no,
that.
no,
Maybe
no.
to the pin images would be cool.
No.
Pin images would be cool.
No.
That's my real request.
Wait, hold on, Josh. I think you might be onto something here.
No. It'll be on pinned images. All right. Well, there you go. This is my tier list that has been commandeered by everybody else with opinions.
Oh, is this finally the way to get it on?
No, I'm not gonna put it on.
Are you really? Okay. Yeah,
I'll put it on.
It's not that serious.
I'll put it on
But I
pinned
think
images.
You could
But
produce a pinned image. Yeah. For
it'll be
next
on
week.
pin
That would
on
be-
tier on the
that'd be really sweet.
pinned images tier that Josh has created, so that he can look at HunterXHunter on my screen at some point.
While it's around. It's an acknowledgement.
Okay. All right. Well,
Do you have Nen? I don't know.
well, I'm adhering to my rules like a Nen user. I don't know about you guys. You guys would be terrible Nen users. You guys would make rules and then immediately be like, "Well, I don't like that."
Ooh, somebody salty.
I'd make up a whack ass ability with some corny ass conditions that I'd always break. I'd be like the top nigga in the spinning top guy in fucking Heaven's Arena or the invisible hand person. That's who I would fucking be.
So, you know what? I don't really actually like this. Anyway, all right. Do you guys have anything you guys want to talk about before I do the main show stuff?
No.
You look, is that what's that face, Josh?
Kuga has red eyes.
I know his like pupils are white, but I never like actually clocked his like his iris color.
Looking at him right now.
Or is his pupils? Pupils are the little like eye like holes, right? Anyway. All right. In the meantime, I guess we can start
Yes,
this.
he does have red eyes.
Okay, sick. Yuma Kuga. Anyway, all right. Let's get going. Sakamoto Days. This is Sakamoto Days, chapter 270 Prime. Last we left off, Sakamoto got, and Nagumo has been in intense combat with X, who has taken over Sakamoto's persona, and is about to start fighting just like him. So, not good news for anybody. This chapter starts off with...
Not at all.
Yeah, this chapter starts off with X doing Sakamoto's signature cracking of his neck and shoulder thing. And everybody's like, "Oh my fucking god, it's Sakamoto!" And immediately, X starts speed blitzing Nagumo. And Nagumo starts thinking to himself, as he's getting knocked through a space shuttle ride, he thinks to himself, the way he moves is unmistakable. It's Sakamoto in his prime. And as he asks X what he's even fighting for at this point, X pulls up like a flaming steel beam and cauterizes his neck wound with it. So, he's like, great. Those are legendary communication skills are back like the old days too. He's like, unlike a cow's persona, this one seems like a pure killing machine X can wield. And he's like, I should have chopped off his head immediately. Why didn't I? Yeah. And he remembers what X told him about being stuck in the past. And Nagumo's like, well, so what? I'll kill you as many times as I have to. And he strikes a super cool pose with his ultimate weapon thing. And the boys get to scrapping. X does this thing. He takes like a carousel swinging ride thing. Didn't we like find the name of this thing?
I completely forgot.
We Googled this thing, but whatever. He spins it so much that it just breaks at the center, and he tosses it over at Nagumo, which Nagumo like just barely dodges. He gets hit with some debris, it looks like, and X continues to use the environment to attack Nagumo, literally taking a roller coaster off of its tracks and hitting and trying to hit Nagumo with it. But he gets blocked immediately, and it's Shishiba who pulls up. Hey, what?
Which way is Brian for me?
The other way. No. Yes.
You hear that, bro?
Yeah.
You hear that?
The environment.
3 uses of environment.
I expect this to be an RGC.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, Shishiba comes in, saves Nagumo, and then we get a 2-page spread to end the chapter where literally everyone pulls up to work together to defeat X as Sakamoto. Very cool. Josh, what did you think about Sakamoto Days chapter 270?
This was crazy. This was one of those chapters where like what's the term, suspension of disbelief was tested because this guy spun the ride so fast with his bare hands, no augments or nothing like that, so fast that it ripped off.
Yeah,
and it served as a projectile to hit Nagumo with like, what? This thing, yo. They're all Captain America.
Yeah.
They're all like
more so. Cap never did that.
Regular people in comic books are like, right? Like the regular heroes.
Oh yeah.
Like Daredevil could do this.
Well, I wouldn't say that. Daredevil's not very augmented as a person. He only has like super senses. He doesn't have like super strength or anything.
But he has strength beyond the average human.
He's just like jacked as shit.
I mean, on paper, he's the average human, but the feats he's accomplished are like things that no normal human could ever do.
I would say Daredevil is like a very like high level Olympian, if anything. Daredevil doesn't have any augments to his strength as far as I know.
No, but he's... Well, what about Bruce Wayne? Huh?
I would
that
also
say abnormal things.
He does do abnormal things.
No regular human could do. He's not the only one. There's a bunch of people that's like that. Fucking Green Arrow.
Green Arrow can't do this. Green Arrow's not like
probably
that.
Lift or something he shouldn't do. Whatever. I'm belaboring the point now, but that was just insane.
Yeah,
like watching X do that. I don't know. To me, the shit is silly like that in the series. Like I was hard. It was hard for me to deal with it. But I think Nagumo's weapon is really cool. We've seen it like extended.
Mm-hmm.
That's all the way out, and I don't want to say this is like it's this. I mean, this has got to be its final form, right? This has got to be like, all right, I got to win this fight no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I'm gonna go with, like mode.
Yeah,
which is cool because Oki had a spear.
He did have a spear, but this is but this is like a spear, a sword, and like a bow staff all in one. This has multiple weapons within it.
Cool as hell. And then they all pulling up to fight X. Listen, I know Sakamoto's that nigga, but like, come on. What's gonna be the excuse that these guys are all weakened from their fights?
Probably.
All right. That's okay.
Otsurugi literally almost died.
Yes, and she still has poison in her right now, probably.
She brought her buzzsaw and everything. Damn.
The sniper dude he's not even a real person, so there's that.
Yeah.
The trainer guy with the goggles, he's like 70 years old or something like that. He's a young 70. So,
yeah.
Do with that as you may. I think the only person that didn't go through much strife is the guy on the top right. What's his name's father?
Yeah.
Mafuyu's father, right?
Yeah. Is it Mafuyu? Or was that the other kid's name? The one that looks very similar.
I don't give a shit, I'll tell you that. So, whatever. He's probably the freshest one, and look at his face. He's really like 70 years old.
Yeah, he looks old as shit.
Violated the guy.
He got mad detail to him.
Yeah. This is like the old ass all-star team right now.
The new Avengers just showed up to do this.
Y'all have you seen those memes where they be talking about people watch and they be showing like NBA players like on teams when they're like really old, like Shaq with the Celtics, and with the Wizards.
Yeah.
KG with the Nets.
Charles Barkley with the Wizards.
Oh my god, I didn't even know he was on the Wizards.
I think he was on the Wizards. I could be wrong about that actually. I could be mixing him up with was Shaq on the Wizards?
Jordan was on the Wizards.
I know Jordan was on the Wizards.
Shaq was not on the Wizards.
Okay. So it had to have been Charles.
I don't. Hold on.
Yeah, Google it for me, Brian. But yeah, these guys are. One thing I like is that the sniper rifle has a little bandage on it to indicate that he's been through it.
Because he has nobody to speak of.
Yeah.
You know, that was the author's way of showing us that they're also wounded.
Yeah.
And such. Brian, what were your thoughts?
This was a decent chapter.
Wow. All this environment
You're
use.
fake. You're fake.
I'm not fake.
All this environment use that it's not even close to your RGC.
The amount of environment use does not determine how much I like something.
I mean, you could have fooled me during the prison arc.
Because the prison arc used this this device the weakest out of every arc, and you can't argue with me that it didn't. Objectively, I'm right. Like that arc didn't really do
No, yeah, they didn't
what
really...
the series promises of you of its arcs, you know.
Yeah.
Well, that's not objectively right. The series never promised anything to you or any of us about that. Okay, that's where you're wrong. But I will concede that wasn't.
I'm pretty sure it did promise that though, with the way that it set up literally every arc before it. So you're more than welcome to.
They're not allowed.
How it didn't.
Allowed to do things differently. You're allowed to not care for it. The authors are allowed to do things differently.
Sure, but it's just out of place from what it was doing, and not in a good way.
Would you say that was a dirty arc? A dirty stain on Sakamoto?
I guess he's making a connection to Dirty Deku.
I like Dirty Deku.
What was that?
Dirty Deku arc was perfect.
Thanks, Chris.
Did I make the connection?
I appreciate it.
I was actually guessing. I don't know.
Thanks for illustrating this, creating this entire painting for Brian.
I saw the connection.
I mean, I got it before he said it. You know, I got a brain.
No. No.
See, that's not what happened.
No.
I deny that. I refuse to believe that.
Anyway, chapter was all right. Those are my thoughts.
Nice. Did you find out about Charles Barkley?
He was not on the Wizards.
Damn it! Who was on the Wizard? I know Michael Jordan was on there, but I remember he was on the Wizards. I could be wrong. Maybe the Rockets. That's why I'm mistaking him with. Shaq wasn't on the Wizards.
You think about Trae Young and Anthony Davis?
Well, I'm thinking about them now.
They're on the Wizards right now.
To the castaways, to the island of broken toys.
They might actually be good for team. Now they might be a good team. They had a first round pick. Anyway.
I enjoyed this chapter. I'm more excited for next week. This was very cool. Sakamoto, Ex Sakamoto is like doing the most right now. It's like he immediately had to show out. But yeah, I'm excited to see how this goes. I know we're going to see a bunch of absurd action in the next chapter. So we haven't even seen the old man teacher guy, speedster fight. So it'll be interesting to see how he moves. And I always love seeing more of the sniper guy. So more excited. I'm very into it. But that's all I got to say about Sakamoto Days. Are we ready to move on?
Yep.
All right. Let's go. I'm looking for the right. Oh, here it is. Let's go.
The world becomes my gun.
World Trigger. This is World Trigger, chapter 263. Boy, I hate that this thing opens at the previous page. 263, the away mission test, phase 2, part 6. Last we left off, we are seeing more of the temp squad's plans coming to fruition. We saw that Chika and Ninomiya succeeded in destroying one of the terminals for the A-rank squads. But in addition to that, they just started raining down meteor bullets on the general vicinity of the terminal. And now we're finding out why. We cut to a little flashback of Osamu further explaining his plan for Ninomiya. He told Kodera to tell Ninomiya and Chika to ride one of the mountable Tryon soldiers and start attacking terminals on the enemy side to basically get them to disperse and start defending their terminals. And then while they're at it, we then cut to the present and see that the additional meteors were to destroy the food supply for the A-rank squads, which is crazy. He said, while you're at it, destroy their fucking food.
Super shiced.
Yeah. It's very funny. Tachikawa was like, no kidding? Ninomiya's got a mean streak for sure. That was actually Osamu, bro. Osamu told him to destroy your food. I'd be tight.
Sure.
Some squads were smart enough to hide their food in a rabbit body. So, that's nice. But at least Tachikawa's food has been destroyed. And Arashiyama basically doubles down on Kusakabe going after Ninomiya and Chika. We cut back to Chika and Ninomiya as one of their the ears on their mount stops glowing, and that indicates that their jamming of the radar has worn off. They have one more use of it, so Ninomiya decides to go off and go to the next location. We then have to deal with the problem of the giant Ilgars heading for the terminals. They see that someone is damaging Terminal 2. I believe this is... I forget who this character is. She's like Rindo's niece, quote unquote, right? Is that the one? I don't know. She's one of the higher tier members of Border. I don't think she's like one of the agents, actually. But as that terminal is taking damage, Kodera decides that, look, we can afford to lose a terminal. It's fine. Our bigger problem is the Ilgars that are being that are heading towards Terminal 1, 6, and 10. Between the three of them, they can pretty much destroy 3 terminals at once. And they're like, how did we take down those Ilgars? Oh, right. Fucking Tachikawa used Whirlwind to annihilate those Ilgars. It's at that point, Roku, what was his name? I'm sorry, Roku.
Rokua. Rock.
It's Roku.
Rokudera?
No, that's not it.
No.
We just had a big arc with this guy. Roku something or other.
I think it's Rokuro. Yeah, it's Rokuro.
Rokuro. There you go, Brian. It is Rokuro. Rokuro chimes in and he tells them that Hisato and Huse are going to head over for the Ilgars. Hughes doesn't have Whirlwind, but Hisato does. So the plan is to launch themselves from the top of a building using Hughes' Escudo, and Hisato is going to use his Whirlwind to cut down the Ilgars, which is pretty ambitious from Hisato. You know what? Something about Hisato, that guy always is ready to scrap. He always like takes on the big mission. He's a very ambitious guy. So very cool. And Kodera approves them to go and do their thing. We get a big map recapping where everybody is for the most part. So, you know, Kodera is more concerned about the 5-on-2 that's happening. That's about to turn into a 7-on-4 with backup coming up for Miwa and what is that, Miwa? No, that's Renji and Kyosuke. So, you know, that's not cool. Kusakabe is going after Ninomiya, and there's the 4-way battle, the 4-on-4 in the south between the top agents of Border versus Kitazoe, Kuruma, Azuma, and Mizukami. Azuma chimes in to report that they've inched back to around T4, and he's asking Kodera if they should stay and fight or, you know, or like get out of there basically. But you know, Kodera says like, well, we don't have a major numbers advantage in the south, so if they put up too much of a fight, just let go of the terminal and go help the south battle. He explains that like, oh, one more thing, if people come up from the south and catch us in a pincer, our sniper range will mean nothing. So that won't be an issue as long as we eliminate those central foes first. But just in case, I want you and the snipers to flee to the east if you start losing ground. So, and it's at that point Kodera turns on his bagworm, asks his operator Rokuta to bagworm as well, because they're going to join the fight in the center. We cut to the center, speaking of which, with I think this guy's name is Suji and Utagawa and Oji versus Miwa and Yoneya. Yoneya. They're really scrapping here. You know, Yoneya lets out a whirlwind, causing them to duck and allowing Miwa to load up his lead bullets. But Utagawa, he already knows what to do. He has meteors hidden underground, and he explodes them to create a shield of solid items for Miwa to hit with his lead bullets. And that's when Suji comes in and starts going blade to blade with Yoneya. Utagawa tries to sneak him, but he gets blocked by Miwa. But that's when Oji gets a good hit in, managing to stab Yoneya in the arm. And man, this teamwork is going in. They're doing their thing. You know, there's a moment where they're like, "Ha, that's nice teamwork. A compliment. What an honor." But then we see that the young kid with the most potential in the world and the kid from Kakizaki Squad are right there, ready to lay on the pressure and shoot bullets of their own from the rear, while Oji and Utagawa continue to pile on bullets from the front. They managed to continuously tag Yoneya. And he's like, "What? It's not due." And Oji says that it's not due to teamwork this time around. Sheer firepower is how we will win this. And Yoneya's like, "You sure about that? You sure about that?" And that's when the rabbit comes in. It's a super strong rabbit and knocks Suji through a couple of buildings. God damn. And not only that, it also speed blitzes Kotaro and sends him flying even further through several buildings of his own, leaving
knocks his ass away.
Yeah, leaving Utagawa and Oji alone versus Miwa and Yoneya. And it's at that point, Oji is like, "Kuga, I hate to ask, but could you hurry back? Obinyan's in danger." And he asks. He also asks Urashima to go locate Chief Rindo by himself. And Urashima's on a little solo mission. I wonder if we're gonna get some time with him and learn more about Urashima. He's the one we know the least about in this contest. Kuga immediately heads back for the battle. Meanwhile, Obi is fighting against the rabbit, but the rabbit is mad strong. It literally rips her arm off, and it tanks a bunch of asteroid bullets. As it's about to finish Obi off, a big scorpion shuriken comes through and cuts the rabbit. And that's when Yuma comes in and goes straight demon time, cutting off the ears of the rabbit. And he even talks his little shit. He's like, "Hey, bozo. Oh, I guess you can't hear me anymore. Eye on me then." And that's when the rabbit opens its mouth to reveal its eye because it can't hear anything anymore. And it gets sniped by Kodera. And they destroyed the super strong rabbit. Very sick. Very cool. And he tells Obishima that he's sorry he couldn't get there earlier. He also asks if Kotaro's okay. Kotaro is in fact okay. Managed to survive that attack. And the chapter ends with Yuma, doing one of these and saying, "How about some revenge?" And that's where the chapter ends. Holy moly, Josh. What did you think about World Trigger chapter 263?
I am conflicted.
I
So I'm
remember
going
you
to
was
talk-
conflicted.
Yeah.
Conflicted in what way?
Really was an incredible chapter.
It sure was.
But conflicted over whether this is the best chapter of the week or not. I need. The problem with this format is that if I don't say it now, then it's forever too late, and it shifts to the others. That's just how it goes.
That is the rule of this ability.
Unless we save it for the end of the. Anyway, I will talk less about that. But I didn't love this chapter the first time I read it. I liked it. I didn't love it though. Yeah, I think because when I read it, I was on the train and I had to stop reading it to get off, and then it was like crowded and shit, so I couldn't really enjoy reading it. You know what I mean? And I kind of was rushing through it, so I felt like not much happened. I felt like a lot was going on, and it was hard to keep track of the little the different situations going on around the map. But now that I've read it for a second time, I feel like it's a lot more contained than what I thought it was, and there were some awesome moments. After the exposition was out the way, the 2-on-2 with Yonea and the kid with the mushroom cap.
Miwa?
Miwa, yeah. Like these guys, they're teammates, right?
Yeah.
Miwa and Yonera, right? Who's the one?
I think Utagawa is also one of their teammates, if I'm not mistaken. Utagawa is the guy they're fighting. Is the
For
one
real?
fighting with OG. He's one of the A-rank people who are in the provisional squads
with the
hair.
the lighter colored hair.
Yeah.
It's funny, yeah. I think they are on the same team, so that's a good matchup for them.
Yeah, he knows them.
Yeah, they don't. I'm surprised there wasn't any clever lines between them, like, "Oh wow, like is this how you feel or whatever?"
Oh, Utagawa is
Maybe
all
not
business, this guy.
He was
Putting the meteors
cold as ice.
Putting the meteors underground was that's one of the things that like he knows how to fight Miwa, because he knows the lead bullets are like susceptible to physical objects.
And it's funny because he's not the one that called it out, but he was prepared for it because he put them in the ground.
Mm-hmm.
That's a very specific counter. Man, yeah, this is why the series is so lit, like during these moments, because it's so well thought out and so well drawn too, for what it's worth. I mean, don't get me wrong. There are other series I place in the S tier that the art isn't as clean as like World Trigger, and it still gets its point across perfectly well. But like that's why sometimes I think World Trigger is the like alpha, like it's truly the best because the art is better than my other S rank series. Is that a hot take? I don't know.
It might be, but I don't think it is. It shouldn't be.
Action is done so well. It's so clean. That's what it is. It's so clean. And whenever it looks a little jumbled, you just have to kind of pay attention a little bit to what's happening, and then he shows you everything that needs to be shown.
Yeah.
Really cool. Rabbit coming in and knocking this motherfucker out. What's his name?
Obishima.
Kotaro.
Oh, Kotaro. Sorry.
Oh, Obishima.
No. Kotaro, he got knocked out.
He got duffed. What is he, a sniper?
No, Kotaro's an all-rounder.
All-rounder? Okay. Yeah, he got duffed.
He's one of the young ones,
And, like, it's crazy because they didn't get to finish the kill on Yoneru. And then your boy, Ojo? OG, thank you. Wow.
I don't know, babe.
Yeah, you already know. That's it.
That's it.
So anyway, yeah, OG spoke a little too fucking soon, talking about we're gonna win this fight with firepower, just for this nigga to be in a position to talk shit again. Like, oh, see, like, what did I say? It was teamwork. Like, God damn it, you guys are gonna lose this fucking fight.
Yeah.
And because you talk that shit, you must gonna come back and lose with y'all niggas because y'all gonna drag him down. I can foresee the future. Cougar's about to lose.
You're Jin. You can see the future.
Yeah. That's all my thoughts for now. Brian, what were your thoughts?
Is Yonea still the only A ranker that Kuga doesn't fight?
Kuga's fought Yonea before.
I could have sworn there was like a gag a while ago where Yonea would always ask to fight Kuga and then he would fight somebody else instead or something.
I don't know that for sure. I do know that he's had time to spar in the intermediate. It started out that way, where Yonea tried to fight Yuma in practice wars, but I think since then they've probably had time to actually scrap. But I could be wrong about that. I don't want to die on that hill.
Anyway, I think this is my RGC.
Ew.
Certified RGC. Certified RGC. Certified RGC.
Sorry to butt in, but I think this is my RGC.
It's your RGC too?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I think it's mine as well. So Unified, really good chapter of the week for World Trigger.
Unified RGC. Unified RGC. Unified RGC.
I don't know. This chapter was just so fucking awesome with all the setups. We finally get to see Kuga back in action in the story. I'm surprised just how fast like they're already using Osamu. You know what I mean? like the moment that there was a little bit of conflict, they were like, all right, we need this Osamu guy to tell us what the fuck is going on.
That's why I said.
But the gamble that he took was just so fucking good. I didn't even think about food as a thing that they can go after in this in this fight because I just recalled that like everybody had to bring their own food. So I guess he was just operating on the assumption that these guys had to as well.
Yeah.
But man, the fight as well with Miwa versus the other guys was so fucking awesome. Like the just the choreography of the fight was pretty well done. And it felt like everybody's actions. This is the thing about World Trigger that makes it so good compared to others is that it's loyal to its characters and it boils down even to their actions and the way that they fight. The way that these guys fight says a lot about who they are as a person as well. And it's very impressive how World Trigger does that. Like every fight is telling a story because everybody's so intrinsically tied to how they fight in this series. And that's what it distinguishes what's it called, Border from the other kind of factions in World Trigger, and it's because they treat this like it's a fucking game, bro. This is how they express themselves. Combat is fun to these people. So it's going to manifest in unique ways, you know what I mean? And it's like a video game. Like, you know, when you're in a video game, there's no risk. So you get to treat your combat like it's art. And World Trigger, all the people who take part of it have their own unique personal flair to things. And it's really fun to see whenever these fights come around, you know? And now that Kuga's in it, I'm so excited to see him back in because nobody more creative than him, bro. There's not a single soul more creative than this guy so far, at the very least. But that's it. Those are my thoughts. Chris, what do you think?
Oh man, so fucking good. I want to correct myself real fast. Utagawa is not part of Miwa Squad. It just clicked in my memory because I saw this panel of him using Chameleon. He's on Kazuma Squad. So that's my mistake. It's not Utagawa is not a Miwa Squad member. But he must have fought him a bunch of times in Rank Wars, so that's how he knows about the meteor. And how to like fight Miwa. Kodera is actually on Miwa Squad, so that's something to remember. So yeah, I love this chapter a lot. I mean, this is what I've been waiting for, you know. This is what we waited that whole first part of the exam for, just so we can get these dynamics and these battles. Oh my god, it's a good time to be a World Trigger fan. I love Osamu's whole like, you know what, fuck it, get their food too. You know, I like to think that was the attitude behind it. It was really cool in that way. The rabbit was a cool addition to the battle, and having Yuma. Anytime Yuma gets to go demon time, it's very hard not to give the RGC. He's such a cool, dynamic character to watch fight. So you know, it's more often than not, whenever he's on screen, it's in a combat situation, it's tough not to give it the RGC in that regard. Kodera actually doing something in this as well was really cool. I didn't expect them to snipe the rabbit like that. I thought that was pretty cool. But yeah, I'm so excited for the next chapter that's probably going to come out in 2 months. But yeah, it's such a shame that it's not more around. I love this series so much. But yeah, those are all my thoughts. Big action chapter. Very fucking cool. Any rebuttals before we move on to the next?
No.
All right. Then let's move onward.
Fill me pickning the car with me so I can't chat.
Kagurabachi. And with that, I'm going to pass this one over to Josh.
Thanks, Chris. This is Kagurabachi, chapter 127.
Smelting part 2.
Bushido Boy's Nightmare.
Yeah, that too.
Or smelting. You can go with either. Yeah, last week we got the highly traumatic childhood backstory of Kunishige Rokuhira. Kunishige. I say the fuck out of that name, don't I?
Kunishige.
I remember a time I couldn't, so that's why I'm excited. Anyway, yeah, he had a really rough upbringing. His dad sucked. His mother was traumatized because of him, and then sucked after he died. It's a terrible upbringing, but he left some money for them, so I guess you know, it wasn't all bad for Kunishige, but we begin with this week with Kunishigs and Chiaki.
You got it.
hanging outside, you know, little fire, you know, I guess keeping them warm. A sign where this weirdo pulls up out of like nowhere, trying to attack them, and they were saved because Ryan's favorite character, Shiba. Oh, I was not good there. Shiba was lurking somewhere around, I guess, observing them on their date or something like that. I can't think of any other explanation, so that's what I'm gonna go with. But good thing he was, because he beat the shit out of the guy that was trying to attack the two children, and it turns out he wanted to rob them because Kunishige's dad was a famous enough blacksmith, and they also knew he was dead and his kid was all alone. So I guess he was the easy mark. The significance of this situation, though, is that Kunishige realizes that the sword that he was being attacked with was none other than a blade his dad made himself, which he turns out, which he claims it wasn't nothing special now that he thinks about it. Like, it wasn't of like that excellent quality. I mean, his dad was Buns, a Buns blacksmith. So, yeah, Chiaki got sliced, but she was okay. But that really affected Rokuhira a whole lot. So we cut forward to the present, where we finally get the name of the chapter, Smelting Part 2. Thanks, Tite Kubo. And we're your boy Kunishige is trying to turn the Datenseki into a sword through a very delicate smeltering process. And not only is this incredibly high stakes because it could blow up, the Japanese government and Soga clan is on their nuts trying to stop them. So it's a very dire situation for everyone involved. One of the Japanese government officials that was a hater to begin with has turned into a follower and believer in Kunishige Rokuhira, as he should. He has found the way. Subaru approves, but he lets them know, like, hey, like, there was an explosion that went off, and they let him know, like, hey, like, you know, these guys are getting close. So, you know, I'm gonna go try to talk to them and try to slow them down, because they don't know he really is like onto something here. We get a little bit of a exposition about what process they're in right now of the smeltering. I don't feel like getting into it.
Yeah, you don't have to.
Being real, but it's very. Did I mention it was a delicate process and it could all blow up and die?
Mm-hmm.
I said that, right? Okay,
I think so.
Yeah, that's all you got. Yeah, I got it. Rokuhira is focused because, you know, all he has on his mind is Chiaki, and he knows that the Soga clan and Japanese government already made up their mind about giving up Chiaki to the very violent and ambiguous sea people. I forget their name already. Mikaboshi?
Shoot. Yeah, Mikaboshi. I think you got it.
That came out of nowhere. All right.
Nice.
Mr. Shiba pulls up and he's like, "Guys, I'm gonna try to hold them off. just wait." You know, so he leaves Shishiba. I mean, he leaves Subaru, Kunishi's, and the government official, who looks like a superhero because he has like, he looks like the Incredibles.
Yeah, he has like an eye mask thing.
Yeah, mask around his eye, not eye mask like the makeup.
Oh, okay.
Just to be
Okay, my bad. Mask around his eye.
yes.
I didn't know the technical term.
Shiba
Excuse
pulls
me.
up. Shiba pulls up to an open field, right? Getting ready to fight, and he loses immediately.
Yeah.
The Matsumi clan was alive and well at this point, and because they weren't fighting against opposing evil forces and it was infighting, they were able to easily complete their task because they're not really like that. But unless they're fighting their own friends, that's what I was trying to say. The way Shiba loses is that the Matsumi lady is able to conceal her presence because of the rain and disengage the sorcery that was put on him, that because he just went through a super duper rough fight, and the only reason he was like up and kicking was because of the healing sorcery. But she literally undid that. She didn't even use like a move on him to disable him. She just crippled, she just reopened his wounds.
Yeah.
I thought that was mad gangster.
Yeah, it was crazy. That was crazy.
And she's like, you thought you had good strategy by coming out to the middle of an open field where you could teleport away at will and see where everyone's coming from. But I'm just better.
I'm just like that.
And again, you're not the real enemy at hand, so I can beat you. That's our creed. So Shiba goes down immediately. We get what I will explain to y'all about the smelting process is that the most essential part to the furnace is these pipes called kiro. They feed the air into the furnace, keeping the fire alive. They are the lifeline of the Tatara. What are the Tatara? Beats me. But just know they're important to creating a sword, and if those things end up getting broken, it's game over. So the furnace, and more specifically, those tubes, needs to be protected. Some of the Masumi people pull up. Subaru starts fighting. And as he says, Rokuhiro, don't look away. The fire isn't going out. As Subaru says in the most dead-ass matter, I think we've seen him so far.
Yeah.
That's the end of the chapter. Brian, what are your thoughts?
It's about damn fucking time that we see what this motherfucker can do. You know what I mean? Like, we've seen him so many times. We've seen him for a while in the series now. We finally get to see his strength as swordsman. We've seen what he can do outside when it comes to swords, like, his craftsmanship. He has a very good understanding of it. He loves sushi. But we need to see why he was chosen to be a master swordsman alongside the others and wield a enchanted blade. And I feel like we're finally going to get to see it in action. Because I have a feeling that he can do more than just clone himself. And I don't know. I'm really excited to see it. But that's it for me. I don't have much else to say. Chris, what are your thoughts?
Man, this chapter was so good. Kagurabachi really surprised us last week by coming back, but man, I am so glad it is back. Yeah, Shiva being knocked out so early was unexpected, but it's a good way to take him out, I guess. It's cool to see the Masumi make an appearance. I mean, it's like it's part of the world building that they were, always here, and it makes sense for them to be here as well.
I guess
It is. I like the Masumi. Swagged out in their suits and ties. Um,
And as long as I got my suit
you don't like
and
to
tie.
say that?
Yeah, they look cool. They look cool, especially the girl.
Yeah.
She looked cold as hell.
Yeah.
I'm not that. I'm not that little guy.
Mini Masumi, man.
I'm about that shit. So I take on top goons that think that they top goons.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have much to say either outside of that. This was a really cool like moment of his backstory where we start to see like the concept of responsibility with the swords like enter Kunishige's mind, where he sees that some rando was given a sword and he just used it to almost murder two children for like the sins of his dad. Which, you know, is it not even a good thing to do anyway, like not a good motivation anyway, you know, like no matter how you slice it. So, you know, it's just the idea that like, yeah, the sword wasn't like good quality, but you know, it was still a sword. And he was just like, my dad sold swords to pretty much everyone. It looks like he didn't really like think about what this person could do with such a dangerous weapon. And eventually it could have killed his son, you know, a sword that he made. So it's good to see. It's cool to see where like the genesis of these ideas start to rise within Kunishige, especially seeing that his dad's sword is a sword that hurt Chiaki, who's someone so close to him. I thought that was really interesting. And yeah, that's all I got to say about it. Really good chapter. I'm very excited about it. Not the RGC, unfortunately, but probably next week, to be honest. If Subaru shows out, that'd be pretty sick. Josh, what did you think about the chapter?
I thoroughly enjoyed it as well. A lot of cool moments in this chapter. Although I think my favorite moment was when they made a comment about this guy, the government official. Hold on.
Masumi lady?
He said, "You're really on our side now, huh?" It was on page 9.
Oh yeah.
It's this guy. The what's I forget. Did they show his name?
They probably did before. I just don't remember. You're talking about.
I feel bad.
You're
That's
talking
my
about
guy,
Mask on
though.
Eye guy, right?
Yeah, mask on eye. Yeah, with the septum ring.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah. One of them like had that like in the. I think that was Subaru. But yeah, he did. He's a believer. I thought that shit was funny. But you guys hit a lot of things that I thought about already. I don't want to drag it too long. So yeah, those are my thoughts.
All right. Hell yeah. Let's move on to the next one.
We're getting this story out there. We need a plan.
Ichi the Witch.
Ichi the Witch.
And with that, I'll pass this one over to Josh. Double trouble for Josh.
Oh yeah, back-to-back weeks too. This is Ichi the Witch, chapter number 93, A Beautiful Break-In. Thank you so much, Osamu Nishi and Shiro Usazaki, and all the editors that worked on this series that put the fucking title and chapter number on the first page. I appreciate that.
Apparently,
Thanks for
that's
not
hard
being
to do
edgelord.
these days.
Yeah. Dramatic effect. Save it for the fucking anime, right? How about that? God. Anyway, rant over. Last week in Ichi the Witch, I showed some amazing cosplay. Right before I covered the chapter. You guys could look at it on our video episodes on YouTube. You know, for those that are just listening.
Oh, yeah. I remember. The pillow on the head.
Yeah, don't
right, sorry.
spoil it.
Sorry. Well, it's a sneak peek. It's a tease.
Anyway, but what really happened in the chapter? Well, we learn about Well, a couple chapters ago, we learned about Amadoro's situation that she got into before Fujimine brainwashed her. Sorry, words taking forever. And it turns out she was on the hunt for a magic named Hakari, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, Hakari, and it attacked her whole clan and it's taken her people prisoners. So it's a super personal mission. Last week, upon learning about this situation, the researcher and bookkeeper for our little group, Komugi, right?
Kumugi.
Kumagi, sorry.
You asked. You asked. What do you want from me?
No, you're right. Yeah, hunters on the brain. Yeah. Kumagi was so moved by the story that Amadoro told that she desperately wanted to help come up with a plan to assist Amadoro in getting her clan back and to also feel useful in a way, which I will not chastise for the second week in a row. So turns out, of course, Ichi got in on the idea and said, hey, I'm gonna help. And then Gaku Rokes was like, well, I'm definitely pulling up if you going, Ichi. Shit, I ain't gonna hang around here bored. And our favorite witch, Descaris, had to go, after all of them made up their minds. So yeah, now the whole gang is pulling up to assist Amadoro. And also a man named Boxster, who's one of the magic keepers that was established from before, the magic police. He's going with them too. So, and that's where the chapter begins, where we get a little bit of insight on what led Boxster joining the group. And their leader gave them 2 missions. One is to keep an eye on Amadoro, because she could still, have lingering effects of Fujimine's brainwashing. And 2, you have to investigate Hakari, who's one of the 7 stars. He is pretty keen because baby keen. All right,
Baby
there you go.
Keen.
All right,
I didn't say it. You did. You summoned it.
I gotta stop saying the word. But it was keen of him to
Baby Keen.
to call out the fact that Amadoro was hunting down Hakari and then got stopped, because she could have brainwashed Amadoro at any point if she wanted to, I guess, but chose to stop her right before she was about to kill Hakari and capture him. So he deduced that magic is important to Fujimine and could be key in capturing her and killing her, because they want to take her life really badly,
Real bad.
for all the harm she's done. So anyway, we pull up to the whole crew with Amadoro on her cool ass motorcycle that we get an entire breakdown of, that it's made look gaudy and unnecessary, but there's a lot of love and time built in, put into it, as told by Raku Gokes. And I don't know why we got so much exposition about the bike, but it was there. It's spiffed out. But there's only so much room on it, so they're all crowded. And Kumagi, she has to sit on Amador's lap and is super duper shy about it. But she takes, because they're so close right now, she takes the opportunity to just explain why she wanted to help her out. She's thinking how much of an honor it is to join her on this hunt, and that apparently she only ever works with other Ribbon Candy family members, Amadoro that is, and that Amadoro usually doesn't take other witches no matter what, but she Komugi insisted on coming and then dragged all her friends along. Like, it was her idea, so she didn't want her to blame like the rest of her friends. And Amadoro says, Miss Komugi Harvest, I owe you my gratitude, not my ire. When I heard you courteously offer to assist me, I was overjoyed. On your suggestion alone, you summoned this many stalwart allies to my cause, but most of all, you gave me a way back to get back those captured children. Thank you, Miss Harvest. I, Amador Ribbon Candy, have the highest respect for your thoughtfulness. And this absolutely stuns Kumagi. And there's also zero doubt in my mind that Amadoro's still being brain controlled. But
no doubt at all. Not even a little doubt.
With not a shadow of doubt.
Why?
I beyond reasonable doubt.
Okay.
So, but I'll explain why later. Amadoro says, I mean it. Cat. You are truly a courageous man. All right. Anyway, so Amadoro makes a point actually to say, like, look, you're courageous and awesome and all of that because you're not like a fighter. You don't even, help towards like, gear to be used for combat or anything. Like you're a bookkeeper and a researcher and you volunteered yourself to get into this dangerous ass situation. Like, that's very valorous. And I also vow to keep you safe no matter what. As Amadoro looks very fierce and determined. And they pull up to this fuck ass tower after that conversation was finished. I mean, this shit looks really. I don't understand. It's just a bunch of like gift boxes. Is that because they're ribbon candy? Because all the ribbons on the box.
Oh, good catch.
I think I'm overthinking this.
Is
this
be
their
right.
home that's moving?
Yeah, it's like their castle.
I guess
Oh no, they said it's Hakuri's lair.
the magic took over the castle. Is that what happened? Well, I don't know. I think we're guessing. We don't know for sure. But they pull up to this castle. They even see the door that's like "Welcome" with an exclamation point and a question mark. Spooky as hell. I would not go through those fucking doors. That's sure death, as they say. This is Hakuri's lair. Discards is like, gotcha. And is that the entrance? You're like, are they really gonna let us in that easy? Like, hell no.
Yeah, Amadoro's
like,
like, fuck
what did
that.
you do last time? Like, let me show you. So they fly up, find a random spot, a specific spot for Amadoro in the tower, and blast through that shit. And they land in this cathedral, break this stained glass of a witch. Interesting. And they have successfully infiltrated the tower, with Amadoro still holding Kumagi. But right after Amadoro checks if everyone's all right, they notice the small what are these fucking the magic
Sukemaru.
the tiny little magic. Yeah, what?
Sukemaru. I just looked it up.
Oh, okay. Thanks. I appreciate that.
Why'd you look at me so suspiciously?
I would have been stunned if you remembered that, bro.
Oh no, I didn't.
But, all right. So yeah, they noticed Sukemaru, and that's the end of the chapter. Okay, Brian, what are your thoughts on Ichi the Witch?
This was a cute chapter. I didn't expect a Kumagi appreciation post in this. Didn't expect it to happen, at least not this soon, and I hope that Amadoro isn't evil right now, because that would make that really, really sad. that she said all that shit just to like betray them. But I don't know. This is like a interesting way because we don't know much about Amadoro. So getting this side of her, even though like despite her appearance, she's very like punk, but she's extremely courteous and very thankful to those who help her. Which is interesting because you would consider this kind of character a loner, like in most cases, but she kind of like again like Ichi the Witch, very very good at subverting character expectations, or at least trying different approach to certain tropes of characters, if that makes sense. So yeah, this was interesting. I look forward to seeing what's going to happen next with this character. But to top it all off, that last page was cute as fuck.
Yeah, the little angry guy.
Yeah, it's literally so adorable. But that's it. Those are my thoughts. Chris, what'd you think?
I really enjoyed this chapter. Like I said when I was talking about my tier list, Ichi the Witch is really like growing on me in a big way. I really like Amadoro. I don't think she's still brainwashed, but I hope she isn't. She reminds me of this is a Game of Thrones reference, but for whatever reason, she reminds me of Brienne of Tarth, and I really kind of like those characters that are just like kind of honorable, like paladin types almost. So it's like a character archetype I enjoy. Yeah, I really enjoyed this chapter. I thought it was a nice little moment. It's cool to see the characters like bounce off each other in fun ways. I really like Boxster. I think of all the Magic Keepers, he might be my favorite just because another character archetype I really like is just kind of the delusional, like pretty boy type guy. Those guys are always funny. They remind me of, like for example, Natsuki from Ice Shield 21, the tight end, who's like kind of delusional, and Aoyama before he was revealed to be the traitor in My Hero. I just like them. They're very funny to me, and I think it's going to be very fun to see how he bounces off the crew. Plus, this 2-page spread where she crashes through the stained glass is really cool. I liked how that was drawn. I'm excited to see what Sukemaru can do. I'm excited for him to be revealed to be the Yami of the group and obviously like tear shit up. But yeah, those are all my thoughts for
Sukemaru Zero.
Yeah. Josh, what did you think about the chapter?
I liked it. I guess I'm interested in this new arc here. I like the pace of the series so far. I hope it stays like with this for a little while longer. Arc, intermission arc, intermission arc. I like it.
It's good pace.
I like its cadence. But yeah, I guess I'm just all right. So I have a couple thoughts. So let me explain the whole brainwash thing. I don't actually think Amadoro's brainwashed. Although I don't think Amadoro's going to betray them. What I think is she's looking at them as decoys. I think she's really, really desperate to get her family back. And she's looking at this situation like, good, like, just in case some unexpected shit goes down, or like, I'm in a situation where like people need to be like, like I have to sacrifice someone. Like she thinks she has pawns. That's what I'm thinking. I could be wrong, and I could be giving this chick a bad name, but she went through a lot just now, and I wouldn't. I guess it would make sense if she was thinking like that desperately. I think maybe she thinks she could use them as bait or something like that, especially this researcher girl. I just thought Amadoro glazed the shit out of her, but this could also be the author like trying to like put a spotlight on the character and also, flag us to let, kind of like give us a heads up like, hey, this is about to be an important arc for Kumagi. So get ready.
Yeah.
I thought it was cool. I think it makes sense. She desperately wanted to help out and motivated this whole situation to happen. And, you know, whatever. That's cool. I guess. She needs to be a combat researcher. That's it.
I definitely think she's going to acquire a magic
needs
during
a
this
niche.
arc. She's going to get
Yeah,
someone
she needs
here.
some type of
Kumagi is either good. I could see her acquiring Sukemaru for some reason. And Sukemaru being
That
kind
would
of
be
like
cool.
a mascot character. The
Yeah.
chopper of the series, essentially.
Yeah, they need that. They don't have that yet.
Yeah. But I'd be surprised if Kumagi walks away from this arc without a new magic under her belt. One of these three.
Right, I forget that that's how this series works. Like, you acquire the magics and get stronger.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. I've acquired Coco.
What were her trials?
Be annoyed, feed her, and provide a sufficient space on my lap.
That's every cat's
Those are the 3 trials.
trial.
Yeah.
My cat's trials are give me dry food. Very easily acquired. All right. Any
Those
rebuttals?
are all my thoughts.
Any rebuttals before we move on? All right.
I heard the Odyssey was lit.
It is lit.
It was lit.
I would say it's lit.
Can't
More
wait
lit
to
than I
watch
thought it would be. I thought it would be good, but it's better than I thought it would be. Anyway, let's move on to the next one.
Kurapika is now drowning in an indescribable emptiness.
HunterXHunter.
Yeah.
Oh boy, this is HunterXHunter chapter 416, Proclamation. Last we left off, we have been dealing with a lot of stuff regarding Kurapika trying to get a message out to Gon and Killua and Kurapika. And on top of that, martial law is being called left and right. Luzurus has disappeared, either escaped on his own or has been captured by Fugetsu and her team. Lots of stuff is going on. Hulkenberg is experimenting with his ability again. We don't know what he's doing right now exactly. Lots of stuff is going on. And we are cutting now to, this is day 12. Now we are caught up. I think this is like present day. We've been jumping back and forth a lot. But we are now in present day where Benjamin is currently dying. He's got 10 hours left, essentially. He's technically got 12, but he's giving himself basically like 10 hours because at some point he's going to fall into a coma and be incapacitated. So, you know, he's got 10 hours to put everything he wants to put into effect. And so he has declared special martial law and has immediately sent his soldiers to apprehend the princes in tier 1. He makes a beeline to Camilla's room, and he forces his way in as Camilla is getting a massage.
Yo, this
is crazy.
I'm sorry to cut you off, but yeah, this is so. I don't know about you guys, but this scene coming up was so fucking hilarious.
It made me laugh too. It was very funny.
Right? Like, okay.
So
okay.
what? Okay, so Camilla immediately pulls out the pistol and starts shooting, but it doesn't work because obviously you can't kill a seasoned Nen user with a gun.
That too. She's just dumping on him just for like the sport of it,
bro. Benjamin starts blasting. He kills the 2 maids that were doing Camilla's massage, and he blows them away so aggressively. They're speed lines in the dust.
Yeah.
It's like a Tarantino movie. Like when they get shot in Tarantino movies, they fly back like several. Like in Django, that's how it happens in Django. They go. But yeah, now they're at a stalemate. It's just Benjamin and Camilla left. Benjamin is like, "Yo, I know how your Nen works. I know how your counterattack, your ability activates when you die. Oh, when you're killed." And Camilla's like, "Yeah, is that why you're not shooting me, pussy?"
Right.
And she's like, I guess the best you could do is lock me up and starve me to death. Do it. It'll be like a waiting game. Will I starve to death? And right on cue, almost as if this shit was rehearsed, the have not that cursed Benjamin strolls in and kills herself or himself. I can't really tell the gender. Kills themselves and activates the curse on Benjamin. Dust in the wind, hell fruit, Yomogutsu Hegui. And it starts to overtake Benjamin. You actually get to see how it works, and it's pretty fucking horrifying. Yeah, so
Yeah.
Camilla explains that, like, you know, you've just been cursed. Moswana focused on it for 10 years and fulfilled her destiny right before your eyes. Peak potency. You won't last half a day. And at the same time, Camilla's thinking to herself, like, yeah, now it's a waiting game. I can survive for like 7 days without eating. I can lower my metabolism to the bare minimum and go into near hibernation for 3 months. Jeez Louise.
Wow.
Yeah,
What
couldn't
the
be
hell?
me.
Nen is a crazy thing, huh?
Yeah, it couldn't keep me away from food for 8 hours. I'd be grumpy.
I'm so honest.
I'd be pissed.
I'm so forthcoming.
I read this and was like, couldn't be me, girl.
Yeah, right. Like,
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? 3 months. Get out of here.
Even if I had Nen,
Yeah.
24 hours max.
And even if I could, is it worth it?
I'm like, I got to figure out another way.
Yeah, there's gotta be. Can I get
My ability would be that I would never go hungry then, because fuck out of here.
Yeah, I can conjure food.
Told you. I'd be a fucking floor 112 tower nigga. Lame as hell.
Yeah.
I'm a stepping stone ass motherfucker.
He's a conjurer.
I
He
don't ever
manifests.
go hungry because of that one. I don't ever want to be put in a situation like that.
I just conjure turduckens every day. And that's my ability. I can only conjure turduckens.
Damn. That's whack as hell.
Yeah.
Sorry to derail the situation.
Yeah. That's my conjuring ability. We redid our Ned things. I got conjurer this time around. I'm conjuring. That's my restriction. I can conjure food, actual edible food, but it has to be a turducken every time.
No. Even the first time is too much. Like, come on.
All right.
What a first world issue to complain about.
All right. Anyway, so yeah, Camilla's feeling mad confident right now. She's like, I just won this shit. And then Benjamin starts talking and he's like, if I infected you with a disease and say it's incurable, am I the one killing you or is the disease? Does the disease have enough aura to bring you back to life? Even if I'm responsible for your death, I have the same disease. And if I died first, who would your ability kill to bring you back to life? Bro, this actually was like, oh my God, that's actually crazy. Because, okay, so I think the implication here is that, are they saying that Benjamin just infected her with that fucking poison?
Yeah, he infected her with TSK 17.
It's like contagious, right? Is that what they're saying?
He might have just sprayed it too.
He
Yeah,
could
no,
have.
Like
he-
in that room.
So you remember the boot that they were
Oh,
going to
right,
use?
they do have the boot.
He used the same
He didn't
boot.
use his.
And she's pretty low to the ground too.
Yeah, she,
Technically.
bro,
Laying down.
that's actually
That's what they're
crazy.
going to say. She was approximately 7.5 meters from the
No,
ground.
you actually don't have to be that close.
Activates it 18% faster.
Yeah, I mean, you don't even have to be that close, really. You could be like far away, and it's still like just as potent. So she got the brunt of it. She's dying for sure.
Like, oh, you that 10-year curse is gonna kill me in half a day.
Cool.
I'm already dying.
Yeah.
in 10 hours.
Same shit, different. Bro,
So
that's
you did nothing. GG, Camilla.
Bro,
I'll see you in hell.
bro, imagine like he gets Camilla cursed and then Netero's curse activates on him. They just keep compounding him and shit.
If he kills that sequence again, he's gonna fully monsterize.
Yeah. If you look at his eyes, he still has like the curse eyes on him. That's crazy.
They
And-
gave him the Sharingan.
Yeah. The scary Sharingan. So after that sick mic drop moment, Benjamin makes a beeline for Saradnik's room. He's like, that's it. You know what? Fuck that. I'm going to Saradnik. And Furikov mentions that, there's no activity in 1004, but there are 20 people inside, including the prince. We can't tell who's in the Royal Army and who isn't. And Benjamin's like, you know what? Fuck it. I want to kill this guy. Just like go by the book. Shoot when you must. Shoot whom you must. But leave forth Prince Saradnik to me. Don't interfere. So we then cut to Saradnik, who is in full Zetsu right now, as this is all happening. And the guard that's watching him, Salkov, is just thinking to himself, is like, yo, this guy's crazy to be in Zetsu in this situation.
Yeah.
This guy is nuts. And he remembers to when, before he like got into the state of Zetsu, he asked Slakov to give him his gun. And then he explains to him that it's like, there's something I need you to do. I'm about to die, but it's going to be a ruse. But tell everyone exactly what you saw. Then put my body in a coffin right away so nobody sees it. Don't tell anyone about my ability. And then he goes into Zetsu. And at this point, Slakov just expresses that like, okay, Saradnik is about to do something. I'm going to fucking figure out his ability right now. And that's when Benjamin kicks down the doors of Saradnik's room. And, everybody immediately gets on the ground. He peeps that one of the guards has aura emanating off of him. And he's like, you've been learning Nen in 1014? And he arrests this guy after he says yes. And he starts thinking to himself, is like, if I read the reports, damn, if he really like got to this far from having a point of never learn Nen, I need Kurapika as a teacher in my army. Which gave me a little hope, because like maybe Kurapika won't die. So many people want him around to teach him to teach them Nen.
Benjamin's now not going to try to go after him or make an excuse to.
Yeah.
Or maybe that'll be a thing for later on.
Yeah. I'm just like,
Takashi put that there for a reason.
Yeah, I'm saying that like, Benjamin might stick up for Kurapika and protect him for as long as he's alive, at least. So anyway, Benjamin makes his way towards Saradnik, who's in full Zetsu right now. And Benjamin is like, Zetsu, I'm surprised you could use Nen too. And Saradnik, still in Zetsu, is like, you want to try sparring? I guess he's about to say big brother, but then he gets shotgunned in the gut by Benjamin, and the chapter ends with Benjamin looking down on him saying, who gave you permission to speak? I don't have time to waste on you. And oh man, this is going to be crazy. Josh, what did you think about Hunter x Hunter chapter 416?
This is my second favorite.
Mm-hmm.
It was so close. It was so close, but this was just a very entertaining chapter all around. I mean, we've been waiting for Saradnik to be getting to like some type of confrontation. The closest we got was Theta trying to smoke that nigga in Zetsu. But little did she know that he was playing with time right before her eyes, right under her nose, and she had a big nose. So I guess it's reasonable. But yeah, this scene with Camilla, funny as hell, because she's just waiting. She's just be fiending out like, oh, kill me, please, just kill me, so I can use my ability and just come back. It's such a broken ass ability, And we haven't seen her Nembis do anything yet either. It's such a pain in the ass. Most of these, I mean, Benjamin's we know is like I guess after he dies situation. So whatever. I don't expect to see anything. But I want Camilla's Nembis has to get something done. Especially now that she's seemingly infected. I know it's not confirmed, but I'm pretty sure she is. Like whether he used it in his boot or just by being in close enough proximity for long enough, you know. So,
I mean, they showed the like him taking a step with his boot. So I think that's him letting out the TSK 17.
Is that right?
Is that so?
Yeah. Because if you look closely, it's like letting something out when he steps.
Oh, no, you're right. I saw it. It's on page 10 when he says, even if I'm the one responsible for your death, you see the little boot go. Tss.
Oh,
Bro.
wow, great eye.
Good catch, Brian. Wow, I didn't even see that the first time. Damn, that sucks.
Yeah,
Camilla's
honestly, it's easy to
dead.
miss.
Or,
She's dead.
I mean, hey, that's a good question. It's just like, how does Cat's Eye work if the person who killed her is also dead?
I think what she should do is try to get herself killed by somebody else, or get one of her guard. Maybe she gets force one of her guards to kill her, and then she'll get brand new life force, and it might cancel out the sickness.
I don't know,
Maybe.
bro. It's in her body, you know. She'll just come
She'll
back
be
to life.
deceased. Once she dies, all the cells in her body die. So maybe, I don't know.
I don't know, bro. I think we're just gonna find out what happens if Benjamin dies and
I mean,
Camilla.
she doesn't even know she's sick yet.
Damn, what a twist.
Camilla,
Well,
Benjamin.
the thing is like Camilla's gonna die for sure after Benjamin does.
Yeah.
So,
But Benjamin's still going to be alive. No, he has to let all of them. He has to kill them all before he passes away. Before he's
That's
able
true.
to transfer to his. Yeah.
but were those all your thoughts, Josh?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Brian, what are your thoughts on HunterXHunter?
I don't know what's up with this with Hunter x Hunter now and trying to make Benjamin like cool as fuck all of a sudden. Like,
I don't think he's cool as fuck. But.
what do you mean? Like, he's like, they're kind of, I know he's not at all like an anime pro tag, but they're kind of making him become one a little bit.
I mean,
like
bro
they're
just
doing,
killed two maids, two unarmed maids. I don't know about that.
no, but they're trying to position him as like a kind of like a more likable person that he was introduced, right? Like when he was first introduced, he was like a rage monster, fucking ripping people's heads off. But as the series goes on, he's a lot more thoughtful than originally, like you would originally think of him. He's a lot more, I don't know, like they're kind of making him look a little heroic in his like kind of quest to win right now.
I think he's less of a thirst bucket than when he started, where he was literally ripping off his shirt at the sight of like killing his siblings. But
Yeah.
I don't know if he's more heroic because he's definitely murdering civilians as he goes.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying that he is heroic. I'm saying they're making him look more heroic, and in comparison to like some of the things, like they said that he doesn't participate in Carne Lavar or whatever it's called. Like
I don't know what that means.
Which is automatically that's the place where they like turn people from, like they call them meat and stuff, where Morena's from.
To remove meat. That's what it means.
Yeah, but you know what it is, right? The festival.
Oh, I didn't
have
remember
a
that.
rebuttal to what you're saying, but maybe I should let you finish it though.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, I just looked it up. Okay.
Yeah, they said that he doesn't participate in that, which is automatically like a pretty cool thing that he doesn't do. I know
mean,
he's
low
not
bar,
perfect, but
to be honest, to be fair, low
but
bar.
you don't go to that thing that's absolutely terrible and disgusting. So that's cool. But he's I don't know, like it kind of shows, I guess, like when he has the situation painted out for him, he tends to make very rational decisions. But when it came to Saradnik, he was just like, all right, I don't give a fuck. I'm not gonna think about shit. I'm just gonna shoot you, which is fair because it's Saradnik.
Yeah, he hates this guy. More like I don't think he really, well, except for Camilla maybe, but I don't think he like has that big of an ill will towards his other siblings. It's just business at this point. But he hates Saradnik.
Yeah, but what's not to hate? Like,
I mean, I agree. I mean, what is not to hate? But yes, he hates. He's got a blind spot for Saradnik, for sure.
and it's a shame that this one. I don't know why this guy just doesn't tell Benjamin about it, about his ability. Like, what is Saradnik going to do to him if he tells him? You know what I mean?
Wait, I'm confused. What are you?
Like Saradnik is like, yo, don't tell him about my shit. You heard? Like, don't say shit. You just sit there and then you cover me. Why didn't he just tell Benjamin about it so that, you know, he can find a counter to this Nen ability? And then
Slaka or Slav, whatever this guy's name,
the guy who's teaching Saradnik Nen. Like, I don't know why he's climbing aboard this fucking, like, let's just see how fucking bad can it get. Is that what you're trying to do here, bro?
I think he just knows that it's going to work out in Saradnik's favor. Like, he knows that Saradnik does some weird fucking bullshit, like timey-wimey bullshit.
But why is he agreeing to follow this guy's commands instead of, like...
Well, because should Saradnik survive, he's definitely going to kill this guy. Like, I think he's pretty sure Saradnik's going to survive. And if he talks shit, then he's dead.
No, but he could just tell Benjamin, yo, this dude got some crazy Nen shit going on. Don't shoot him.
Also,
like, he just
to be fair, I don't know. He couldn't explain fast enough, to be honest. I'll tell you what, I couldn't explain Saradnik's ability that quickly. I couldn't even begin to, even like not knowing as much as this guy knows. He doesn't know that much about it. He just knows some weird shit goes on with this guy, timey-wimey nonsense. He has no time because Benjamin immediately shoots his ass.
Okay, but put yourself in Slaka's shoes, right? Like, this dude, it's like you're watching a nuke fly towards your face, and it's gonna hit everybody around you. Like,
there's no winning, to be honest.
Listen, I'd rather die trying to stop this guy than let him continue to get worse. Is all I'm saying.
But I think he just knows he's not
fucked. We're all fucked anyway if he keeps going at the rate that he is.
I think he just knows he's not going to be able to stop this guy right now unless he has a full understanding of what Saradnik does. You know, like, I feel like, why die earlier?
I don't know, man. It's only gonna get worse.
At least be on Saradnik's good side, so you can maybe get him later.
No, this is not the ability that you can do that with, though, isn't it? Like, dude blinks and he can see into the future.
Well, we don't know how quick he can do it at this point.
He can do it when he blinks. He's trying to do it so that when he blinks, he sees 10 seconds in the future.
I know, but he's trying to look for instantaneous Zetsu. We don't know how far along he actually is on that. He's been in Zetsu for some time when Benjamin comes in. But we don't know, like, how long at the last time we saw it takes him 3 seconds to do it. So it takes him 3 seconds to activate this ability. He's been in Zetsu for longer than that at this point.
Yeah, but my point is that the more he gets better at it, the more, like, it's clear that he's trying to, every time he closes his eyes, every time he blinks, he can see the future, right? Like, that's what he's trying to do.
Also,
so it's like the more that he learns, the better he gets at it, the worse this is going to be. There's going to be no chance to kill him at some point.
Okay, so here's another argument. By the time Benjamin comes in, Serenik would have already seen him tell on him.
Wait, I forgot about that.
They're like, wow.
Wait, I forgot about that.
Oh, it's like that.
This is before he even opens the door. He's just like that.
Yeah, he's just watching him tell on him before Benjamin.
Like,
With his eyes closed, he'll be like,
He gonna use 2 of those ephemeral seconds to smack the shit out of him, bro. You gonna smack dog shit out of his mouth, bro. Like in Click. Remember when Sam Adler paused and was smacking the shit out of his boss? And then like unpaused it?
Also,
So that's what he's gonna do.
I think Serednik has seen way further than 10 seconds into the future at this point, because he knows up to the point where Benjamin shoots him. So that implies that when he was in Zetsu and then he opened his eyes to talk to Salkov, he already saw everything that's happening right now before going into Zetsu again when Benjamin comes in. So he would have seen him tell on him mad long ago.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's just GG.
To be honest,
GG,
if I'm
isn't it?
Salkov, I'm keeping my fucking mouth shut.
Yeah, you know what? It's actually over. Like, everybody's fucked. The nuke has already hit.
Because remember, he could always look more than 10 seconds. It's just the penalty for that is that after 10 seconds, time starts to roll again. But if nothing's going on around him, why not stay in Zetsu and see 30 minutes into the future?
Dude, this is actually fucking fucked up.
can you be interrupted out of that like instantly? Like if somebody
Yes.
hey, like it interrupted Zestu.
Oh, actually,
Oh, okay,
once
so
time...
you can cancel it.
Well, that's the thing, is that he gets that 10-second free period where nothing can happen to him. But after that 10
Right.
seconds,
I'm saying
people...
beyond that.
After that 10 seconds, people can kill him and interrupt his Zetsu. So... yeah, pretty crazy. I mean, you're fucked. If he's been in Zetsu for more than 10 seconds, he's watched all this happen. He was in Zetsu when Benjamin came in. So what does that mean?
You know, I've seen your entire life, which is 9 hours and 38 minutes.
It's over.
He probably has. Honestly. So wait, he was in Zetsu for how long before this?
Probably more than 10 seconds. I mean,
He was
look.
probably in there. He was probably in there for a long, like,
Yes,
because the more that he's in Zetsu, the more into the future he can see, right?
correct.
So if he's been in Zetsu this entire time,
Yeah, he may have seen like
he's probably
hours.
seen the entire arc already.
Imagine, that'd be so hilarious.
He's probably seen this entire arc already as it's about to happen. Like,
What's
So
funny
only
is
him and Tagashi know what's happening.
okay. So this is gonna sound
there's the chance that he knows Kurapika. Like he's already met him and has already entered an altercation with him.
okay. So here's the thing.
No, he
So
can't do that.
No, he can't.
He can't do
I
that.
don't think he can do that. So what he's seen probably at this point is Benjamin killing him. So if that's what he's seen, he can't alter that right now. But when he goes into Zetsu the second time, then he can alter again. He has another chance to alter his 10 seconds. So he may have like went into Zetsu 5 seconds before Benjamin pulled up.
No,
And-
I'm talking about for the extended period of time that he was in Zetsu before he started talking in this chapter. Like how long was he in
True, I
Zetsu
mean, yeah.
before that?
Oh yeah, we don't know. We don't know how long.
He could have been in there for hours, and how many seconds and how many minutes into the future can he see?
Okay, so here's the deal. He may have been in Zetsu since fucking since martial law has been declared. So that means he's been in Zetsu probably since like his Benjamin's confrontation with Camilla. He's been in Zetsu like since before the alarm started, because Salkov mentions that he's been in Zetsu through the alarms blaring. This is way more than 10 seconds.
Because he knew that they were going to be blaring anyway.
Maybe. And he just like stuck around. He's like, I got some time.
This is crazy. Yo, I'm telling you, I think he's been in Zetsu for a long time and he sees a lot of the Succession War.
Yeah, we don't know how long, but he's definitely seen more than 10 seconds. That's a for sure. Bro. That's a for sure.
Yo, if Saradnik survives this arc as the winner, I'm gonna have to change my Marvel Rivals name to Ephemeral 10 Sex.
That might be the name of the episode.
Ephemeral 10 Sex.
I don't want to write the whole thing out. Seconds. That's
okay. Yeah, just too many characters.
Yeah, people should know what that means. SEX, SECs.
SEC. Come on, bro. Hey. Whoa. Hey.
Freaky.
Whoa.
Freaky mind and can't spell. Wow, what a combo.
Oh man. All right. Well, I think we've talked enough about I think we've really I love this chapter. I mean, so fucking good. This was also my second favorite. I don't know if Brian, did you have any other thoughts?
No, that's it.
Benjamin is drawn funny sometimes, where he looks like he has like 3 chins sometimes. But yeah,
this guy's gotten the most redraws of a character in this series so far. He looks different.
Benjamin?
Yeah, he looks different like 4 different times during this arc.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, all right. Well, that has been HunterXHunter, and that has been our show. Thank you guys so much for listening. As per usual, you can find me at the Chris Aspinall on Twitter and Instagram. Josh is at JDCole_37 on Instagram, at New Jump City Josh on Twitter. Brian is at b.esp on Twitter and Instagram. Email the show at newjumpcitypod@gmail.com with any questions, suggestions, anything you guys want us to talk about. We didn't do a pre-show this week, but we'll do one next week. Subscribe to the show, like, share, comment your thoughts on the chapters and all that jazz. Wherever you listen to podcasts. Thank you guys for listening. We will see you guys next week. Stay safe, New Jump citizens.
Peace.